So, much in the same way churches invest in the stock market. Just thinking about how it's okay to defend yourself. It's okay to invest in defense, even as a church, right? Or, a faith, a tradition, a people. But I was thinking of the morality of it. Of course, it's perfectly... We could have debates, but I think that the vast majority of us would accept that defending yourself from aggression is legitimate. Now, I also think that there's a case to be made, a compelling case to be made, that you can be provoked into violent action. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean, we have to set the bar for what counts as provocation, for where violent action is justified in response. But the truth problem arises is that people can say what they want, sure, and stochastic terrorism is definitely a thing where all I'm doing is telling people that they should do XYZ thing to you. I'm not doing that thing. And maybe nobody will take me seriously. Okay. I don't think that that's necessarily something that you should treat warmly. Should we allow it? Well, on a sort of group level, I think that in order to maintain that moral high ground, principally to maintain that, you can never be the one to throw the first punch. Now, does that suck? Yeah, a lot of the time it does suck. An ambush is one of the strongest strategies in warfare, right? So yeah, it does suck, and so that's why it behooves you to be as powerful as you possibly can be, and not necessarily, the problem is that having that power means that you can abuse it, for sure, but you also, it behooves you, if you're going to maintain that moral high ground, to be able to tank the first hit. Because if somebody really does try to end you, and you survive it, and then you end them, I think that we can all say that that's justified. Maybe I'll have to look more into just war theory, but just muddling through it on my own. Anyone can, there is a sort of reasonable case to be made, I think, where until someone crosses that line and becomes violent physically, the moral thing to do is to do your best to avoid that. Just a few perhaps relevant thoughts.